Hey, Back to Better Healthers. Thought I would share a quick tip today. Healthier eating doesn't have to be difficult, and we don't need a lot of expensive things to do it. I know I have a lot of crazy gadgets, and a couple of them are expensive, but I budgeted, I saved, and I got both of them, my Vitamix and my Omega Juicer, on sale. So even if you're going for something expensive, if you save a little bit over time, even those things are achievable. But I don't want that to be an obstacle for people. So I want to show everybody one little tool that I have in my kitchen that I use literally almost every day for every meal. The pros, it's small, so it stores easy. Whether you're in a house, an apartment, you have limited storage space, this is not a hard thing to keep and put away. And I use it to prep most of my vegetables, especially garlic and onion. Garlic is stinky on the fingers, and onion, I don't know about you, but it makes me seriously tear up and start crying. So all I have is this little Black & Decker, it's called Handy Chopper Plus. And I just recently, let me get this out here, bought a newer unit, and now it's called the One Touch Chopper. I bought this a month ago off of Amazon for $13.99. So I think $13.99 is something easy for any of our budgets. You know, skip a few Starbucks a day, don't go out to lunch a few days, skip ordering in that pizza, whatever the case might be, but definitely doable. And one big issue for all of us is time. Time is something we never get back. So if we can have a simple tool that saves us a little bit of time and helps us cook healthier and add healthier things to our meals, then I think it's a win-win, okay? So let me just show you really quick how easy this is. I'm just gonna chop the onion up here. I'll usually quarter it, and sometimes I'll even cut it in half. It just depends. You sometimes have to do a couple pulses of this thing to chop everything up. And one other little trick that I tend to do is once I have everything in here with the top on, as it's chopping, I'll shake it a little bit. That little bit of a shake just gets everything spinning in there a little bit better and chops things up more uniformly, all right? And then my garlic, I just get my big knife and I crush them like that. Makes them a lot easier to peel, so I don't have to get all that smelly stuff on my hands. But little tip, if you do get the garlic smell on your hands, get some bottled or fresh lemon juice and wash them off, and it definitely helps to take the smell away. But got that in there. I'm just going to drop it in. Turn the chopper on. Okay, that was what, 30 seconds. Vegetables chopped, no muss, no fuss, no tears, and it's ready to go in whatever you're making. Again, you could do this with any vegetable. If I'm making soups, I'll throw my carrots and celery in there. And my favorite little tip is to throw spinach or kale in there. Greens are one of our superfoods, so the more food that you can add them to, the better. But lots of times, kids don't like them. When I put them in here and it chops it up, it almost looks like ground parsley. And then I can add that to any number of dishes. I'll put it in my fajitas, I'll put it in my tacos. If I make homemade spaghetti sauce, I'll sprinkle some in there so the kids are getting some spinach. I'll add it to my soups. Right here I have a lentil soup that I just made, and it's got my chopped celery, carrot, onion, garlic, as well as the spinach. And my kids loved this. So I think lots of times when you chop the veggies smaller, your kids are going to be a lot more likely to eat them, because even though we like our foods chunky, kids are still getting used to that texture. So try the chopper. It's small, quick, easy, and you'll not only save yourself time, but you might be surprised that you get your kids to eat a lot more foods than they would before, because you can start hiding things in there that they won't even know that they're eating. So hope this tip helped. If you have any other great ideas for the chopper, go ahead and share them with us. All right, thanks. See you next time.